Alright, we are here at the Trader Joe's, 300 Route 73 South, Marlton, New Jersey. We're starting at the clean out in the women's room. We are going to be televising from 3 different cleanouts. One in the women's room, and then one in the back stock room, and then one on the floor by the meat case, because that's where it where everything wides in and goes out towards the clean out front. Build up in here, but that's just from a previous backup. There wasn't there's no tie-ins back there. So here's a turn to the left, and it's a Y fitting. You see something coming in from the right side. Right there. There's something. So. I flushed the women's room handicap toilet just now. That's because I'm underwater, so I can't see it. Oh, there's a tie-in right there to the right. Well, it's kind of hard to see because this line does hold some water, as you can see. Didn't drain out yet. I don't see any water coming out of that one. Must be maybe the floor drain. So yeah, like I said, back there the line does hold some water. And here's a tie-in right here, so we're going to I gotta flush the men's room toilet, get back over here. I just flushed the men's room toilet. And that's that tie-in right there. So there's your men's room tie-in. We're going to continue on. And we're making a slight right-hand turn into a Y fitting to the right. So there's something coming in from the left. Well, I'm cameraing it this time.
You just love it.
It's not broken. I'm just getting a video.
Okay.
To look for the problem. Yeah.
Probably all the stuff that I put down there. Toy trucks.
Yeah.
Whatever I find, I just can down there.
Yeah. Look at this. Yeah. So, looks to be there's a big open right here. There's a big void here. You can see where the other lines are tying in. Top right hand corner is where the mop sink will come from, I believe. I'm going to go turn that on right now. And the 1 to 3 o'clock, there's another tie-in coming in. That's coming from the clean out by the back door, which is just another access point. There's no other drain lines on that part of the line, so that's the only thing it is an access point. And we would have to go to the left to go down. I just turned the mop sink on. We should see it coming through, pretty shortly. There it is. So that is where the mop sink comes from. That tie in all the way across that top right hand corner of the screen. So we got that figured out. So this is where it ties in, and this is where we believe the problem is. Alright, so I got a hose running into the clean out by the back door. To see where that comes in, see if it comes in right here. So it actually comes in behind me. So that one comes in at this Y back here. That comes in right there, as well as I believe the men's room toilet comes in here as well. Don't see nothing necessarily wrong with the pipes. The only issue I really see is where all these lines come together. That's where the paper can build up. So as it's dumping into that line, it'll hit the wall, and the water will just keep going, and the paper will just stay there and build up from there until it completely fills that area up, which causes the backup. And as you can see, the line isn't holding any water anymore. So it just takes a little while for it to drain out. So we're going to move on to the next one. Alright, I now moved over to the stock room. There in the mop sink on the floor, near the wall, is where the clean out is. A lot of times they have their U-frames over top of it, so you won't be able to see it. But yeah, I'm dumping a bucket of water now. We're going to continue down the line.
Yeah, the green onion biggie. There's none. My customer must have got the last one. Look real quick, you can find it.
Thing is, this line holds a little bit of water back here. I mean, but this is where there's no lines, There's no lines tying in back there. So once it backs up, I guess it just sits there a little bit. There should be only one line tied onto this, which would be the only line I think is the mop sink, which I haven't found yet. also don't believe they use the mop sink that often either. See if we can find it. Tie in real quick. I may have passed it. That's all the bits I can see. Yeah, that may be it right there to the left. I'm gonna turn the mop sink on. Alright, the mop sink is on. See it yet. Well, it's here. I guess it's coming from behind me, so we'll pull back out to find it. I thought I went past it and I just didn't see it. Okay, it's in front of me. Coming in right here. Right here I have the most right here you can see it coming in. I'm gonna turn it off. Just gotta let it drain off a little bit so we can see. You should see the tie-in on the left-hand side. Alright. The water's finally stopped dropping into the line, so now, alright, it's emptying out now. So, right there at the top left-hand corner of your screen is your tie-in. It's hard to see, you know, where it ties in and see it flowing because the line holds a little bit of water. So we're underwater. So we're going to continue out from here. There's your mop sink tie-in. So we'll keep going until it ties into the line by the new case. So there's a tie-in right there. Not sure what it is, but there's probably some condensation lines for the cases, you know, the dairy cases out there along the wall as well. That's what that might have been, you know, one of those. They were turn to the right, and this is where it wides in with all the rest of them. So they're so we're gonna go run some water in the clean out by the back door. We should see it roll right past here as well from the middle. That would be the left hand part of your screen, the bottom left hand part of your screen, and then the top left hand part of your screen will be the women's room. Alright, so you can see the water flowing in from the far one. This one in the middle is going to be the clean out by the meat case. The back door clean out and the women's room clean out are the same line pretty much. It rinsed all that paper out of there now. See, that was a big gush. So the back door clean out ties into the same line as the men's room, and those two, the men's room and the back door clean out, tie in with the women's room clean out before it gets to here. So I didn't see anything wrong with the pipe itself. Besides it holding a little bit of water, the only issue I really see is right here. Again, it's a big area for paper to sit, and as you can see, this paper came right into where my camera is. It shot straight across and came into this line. So everything builds up here and becomes backed up, and then it gradually gets worse from there. So we're gonna pull back from here and then move to the meat case clean out. And as you can see, there is paper on my camera lens from coming out of the women's room line. It's sitting right there. I'll push it out so it flows out. I'll try to anyway. Yeah, it looks like it went out. Alright, so we're going to pull back from here and, like I said, relocate.
Put it right over here on this side. Thanks. Yeah, no, a little bit more to the right, like right here. Shut up, Karina.
Alright, so we are going to pause the video and start back up right after we relocate. Alright, so right here is where the women's room clean out ties in and the back room clean out ties in. As you can see, the paper built up here. This is what happens when they're flushing paper down the toilets. It builds up here. Like I said, to the left is the women's room, and to the right is the mop sink. I'm gonna go run the mop sink for a few seconds. Alright, I just turned the mop sink on. As you can see, here, it's here already. It's trying to creep around that water or that paper. Seems like I can get it flow out of there. Hopefully the mop sink water will push it out. Looks like it is now. There we go. Now I'll start it. Alright, well, I can't see the tie-ins while the water is running, so I'm going to pull the camera back, or I'm going to turn the water off to the mop sink. That paper got flushed out, so that's good. Alright, so the mop sink is turned off. I'm going to wait for it to stop flowing, for the water to drain out, and you should be able to see the pipes. Be a few moments here. As you can see, the water level is dropping, so it does drain out slow, a little slow once it fills up. But like I said, it all builds up here and then flows out. So to the right hand of the screen, it was the mop sink tying in. So now I'm going to go run water in the women's room. You should see it coming out of the tie-in from the left. All right, the hose is running, so it should be here in a few moments. And there it is, and as you can see, it does go straight across into the mop sink line. And same thing happens with the paper when it's flushed. I'm going to go flush some paper. I'll flush some paper after I stop running the water, so you can see what it does on a regular basis. So I don't see any issues here. This tie-in is just after the sweep. So as soon as this pipe levels out, they're tying in right away. And I'm going to turn the water off to continue on. We are going to continue on. And right here is where it backs up every time. Once we go down this clean out, it starts to drain out, but it does build up a few, a little bit down the line, since every time you flush more paper, it pushes it a little bit, but doesn't really go all the way out. So it rolls down the line a little bit, and then it eventually stops and starts building up from there. So it usually opens up with 15-20 feet. But you have to jet it over and over and over again because of the amount of paper and sludge that builds up. We're going to pause the video right here. I see a tie-in coming in from the top there. I have no idea what that is. I'm going to try to locate it. So we're going to pause the video. Alright, so this clean out right here is located in the next aisle, in the floor by the tomato sauce section of the aisle. So we're going to continue on. Alright, so I pulled it back so I can add some audio. Right here, we're dropping down and going to the left, and it levels out right away. And then we get up here, and we're about to go through a right-hand turn and into a wide fitting, going to the right. We are going to pause the video for a moment. Alright, this is most likely a condensation lines tying in somewhere. There's so many different cases that would have to produce condensation. It is also right near a coffee, a little coffee machine that would have to drain somewhere as well. So we're going to continue on. Again, I don't really see any issues with the line, with the pipe itself. Another tie-in on the right. Like I said, probably condensation line. And then another tie-in on the right. Looks like there's a little bit of paper build up here. Looks like it drops down a little bit. Yeah. Drops down a little bit, maybe it's a little offset, but this isn't where the line backs up. It backs up real close to the clean out I'm cameraing from, so we will continue on. There's a tie-in in the top left-hand corner of the screen. Got 11 pop. Alright, so right there it looks like there's a tie-in on the top, so I'm gonna pause the video for a moment. I think this may be outside. Like I said, I'm gonna pause the video for a moment. Alright, so I did go outside and look down the clean out. I was able to see it. Took a picture of it with my phone. Yeah, so like I said before, I don't see no issues with the line itself. It does hold a little bit of water, as you see. But other than that, the line seems to be in good shape. I believe the real problem is where all those lines tie in. And I'm having a hard time pushing now, so it doesn't back up out here. The problem is back by this clean out and the tie-ins. We're going to pull back from here. Alright, I'm gonna go flush some paper down the women's room toilet. See what happens. Alright, I flushed some paper. Let's see what happens. Hey, didn't even see the paper come out yet. So. Let me flush it again. I didn't want a little bit, so see, there you go. You see it building up right here, and it's pushing back on my camera. So as soon as it came out of that line, it went straight for the mop sink line. And it took 2 flushes for the paper to even get here. And you can still see some paper over there in the mop sink line, just sitting there. So yeah, that's what happens when they flush paper. It jumps this Y right here and lands over there in the mop sink line, and then it stays there, and it just builds up from there. Other than that, I can't really see, don't really see anything wrong with the line itself. There is a few turns, but like I said, the issue is back here. It always opens up, you know, within 15 feet. You know, from here, from this clean out, within 15 feet of this clean out. So. So yeah, this will end the inspection.